I
got you
wanted to
something,
give you this.
Emily said, dropping her bag
You
on the kitchen
remembered.
counter like it was nothing. I looked up from my
It's
laptop.
perfect.
Another gift. She smiled, already pulling out a small box. Employee rewards. You know how my company is. I laughed. Lucky you. She opened it and slid the watch toward me. I thought of you when I saw it. I strapped it on. You always think of me. That's what wives do, she said lightly. I believed her. I wanted to. Every week, it was something new. A tie, cologne, leather gloves. She'd come home tired but glowing, like work was feeding her something I couldn't. I never checked prices. I never asked names. Trust felt easier than doubt. How was your day? I asked. Long, she said. Meetings. Deadlines. Same old. You should slow down. She shrugged. Someone has to be ambitious. I worked overtime, too. I just didn't come home with gifts. Later that night, I said, you don't have to keep bringing me things. She frowned. Why? You don't like them? No, I do. I stopped. I don't want you thinking love needs proof. She kissed my cheek. It's not proof. It's appreciation. That word stayed with me. Appreciation. A few days later, Mark leaned over my desk at work. Man, your wife spoils you. I smiled. She's generous. She must be killing it at her job. Yeah, I said. She is. Mark grinned. Don't lose her. I won't, I said without thinking. That night, Emily handed me a scarf. Soft. Expensive. Another reward. I asked. She rolled her eyes. You're complaining now. No, I said quickly. Just surprised. She tied it around my neck. Looks good on you. I watched her face in the mirror. She avoided my eyes. I didn't say anything. Weeks passed. The house felt quieter. She laughed less. When I touched her, she stiffened before relaxing. You okay? I asked one night. I'm just tired, she said. Can we not do this? Do what? Analyze everything. I wasn't analyzing, I said softly. I was caring. She turned away. I'm going to shower. I sat alone on the couch, the scarf still around my neck. One Saturday afternoon, she came back from shopping and rushed to take a call. Her bag tipped over near the door. Receipts spilled out. I shouldn't have touched them. I told myself I was just cleaning. I picked them up, folded them, then froze. One receipt was heavier paper, glossy. A gift store logo at the top. The price made my stomach tighten. I whispered, Employee rewards. She walked by. What? Nothing, I said quickly. I folded the receipt and slid it back into the bag. That night, I asked, do you ever meet clients alone? She paused. Why? I'm curious. She shrugged. Sometimes. Men? I asked. Does it matter? No, I said. I guess not. She stuttered me. You trust me, right? Yes, I said. Of course. She smiled, relieved. Good. Later, when she slept, I pulled the receipt from the bag again. My hand shook. I told myself not to look. I looked. At the bottom, under the total, was a faint printed line. Paid by Daniel K. I folded it quickly, like it could burn me. I'm imagining things, I whispered. I put it back, turned off the light, and lay beside my wife, telling myself trust meant silence. I got you something, Emily said, dropping her bag on the kitchen counter like it was nothing. I looked up from my laptop. Another gift. She smiled, already pulling out a small box. Employee rewards. You know how my company is. I laughed. Lucky you. She opened it and slid the watch toward me. I thought of you when I saw it. I strapped it on. You always think of me. That's what wives do, she said lightly. I believed her. I wanted to. Every week, it was something new. A tie, cologne, leather gloves. She'd come home tired but glowing, like work was feeding her something I couldn't. I never checked prices. I never ask names. Trust felt easier than doubt. How was your day? I asked. Long, she said. Meetings. Deadlines. Same old. You should slow down. She shrugged. Someone has to be ambitious. I worked overtime, too. I just didn't come home with gifts. Later that night, I said, you don't have to keep bringing me things. She frowned. Why? You don't like them. No, I do. I stopped. I don't want you thinking love needs proof. She kissed my cheek. It's not proof. It's appreciation. That word stayed with me. Appreciation. A few days later, Mark leaned over my desk at work. Man, your wife spoils you. I smiled. She's generous. She must be killing it at her job. Yeah, I said. She is. Mark grinned. Don't lose her. I won't, I said without thinking. That night, Emily handed me a scarf. Soft. Expensive. Another reward. I asked. She rolled her eyes. You're complaining now. No, I said quickly. Just surprised. She tied it around my neck. Looks good on you. I watched her face in the mirror. She avoided my eyes. I didn't say anything. Weeks passed. The house felt quieter. She laughed less. When I touched her, she stiffened before relaxing. You okay? I asked one night. I'm just tired, she said. Can we not do this? Do what? Analyze everything. I wasn't analyzing, I said softly. I was caring. She turned away. I'm going to shower. I sat alone on the couch, the scarf still around my neck. One Saturday afternoon, she came back from shopping and rushed to take a call. Her bag tipped over near the door. Receipts spilled out. I shouldn't have touched them. I told myself I was just cleaning. I picked them up, folded them, then froze. One receipt was heavier paper, glossy. A gift store logo at the top. The price made my stomach tighten. I whispered, Employee rewards. She walked by. What? Nothing, I said quickly. I folded the receipt and slid it back into the bag. That night, I asked, Do you ever meet clients alone? She paused. Why? I'm curious. She shrugged. Sometimes. Men? I asked. Does it matter? No, I said. I guess not. She stuttered me. You trust me, right? Yes, I said. Of course. She smiled, relieved. Good. Later, when she slept, I pulled the receipt from the bag again. My hand shook. I told myself not to look. I looked. At the bottom, under the total, was a faint printed line. Paid by Daniel K. I folded it quickly, like it could burn me. I'm imagining things, I whispered. I put it back, turned off the light, and lay beside my wife, telling myself trust meant silence. I couldn't get it out of my head, I said quietly. Emily didn't look up from her phone. What? The receipt, I said. From the other day. She laughed, sharp and quick. Why are you still thinking about that? I don't know, I said. It just felt expensive for an employee gift. She sighed. You're overthinking. Am I? I asked. Yes, she said. You always do this when you're stressed. I'm not stressed, I said. I'm confused. She set her phone down. Why does it matter where a gift comes from? Because honesty matters, I said. Her smile vanished. Are you accusing me of something? No, I said quickly. I'm asking. She crossed her arms. You never used to ask. That hurt more than it should have. That night, I lay awake listening to her breathe. I replayed old moments like broken recordings. Work was crazy, she had said. I'm staying late, she had said. Don't wait up, she had said. I had nodded every time. The next evening, I heard her in the bedroom, voice low. I can't talk right now. I stood in the hallway. Yes, I know, she whispered. Just wait. I stepped inside. Who are you talking to? She jumped. Rachel. Rachel who? I asked. My coworker, she said too fast. Why are you spying? I wasn't, I said. You hung up. She shoved her phone in her pocket. Because you walked in. That's not an answer, I said. She stared at me. What is going on with you? I feel like you're hiding something. She laughed again, louder this time. You're being paranoid. Say her last name, I said. What? Rachel, I said. Say her last name. Why would I need to? She snapped. So I know she's real, I said. Her face hardened. I don't deserve this. Then help me understand, I said. She shook her head. I'm done talking. She walked past me, shoulder brushing mine like I wasn't there. Later, she said, I need space tonight. I stayed on the couch, staring at the ceiling. Mark texted. You good, man? I typed, then erased. Yeah, I finally sent. At midnight, I went to the kitchen. The trash bag sat by the door. My heart pounded like it was warning me. Don't, I whispered. I reached in anyway. The receipt was crumpled, stained with coffee. I smoothed it out with shaking fingers. Gift boutique. Silk scarf. Luxury watch. And there it was. Paid by Daniel K. I read it again. Slower. Daniel K. I felt stupid for hoping it would change. I folded the paper and sat in the dark. Who are you? I whispered. From the bedroom, Emily called. Are you coming to bed? In a minute, I said. I stared at the receipt until the letters blurred. I leaned back against the counter. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. I told myself to breathe. I told myself receipts didn't mean affairs. I told myself names were just names. Still, my chest felt tight. You okay? Emily called again. Yeah, I said. Just tired. She didn't answer. I thought about asking her directly. Who is Daniel? What does he buy you? How long have you been lying? The question stayed trapped in my mouth. I remembered Mark saying, don't lose her. I remembered myself saying, I won't. I laughed quietly, without humor. I slid the receipt into my pocket and turned off the kitchen light. The house felt bigger, emptier. Every shadow looked like a secret. In the bedroom, Emily faced the wall. I stood there, watching her back rise and fall. You love me, right? I asked softly. She hesitated. Of course. That pause was new. I lay down beside her, staring at the ceiling again. My mind wouldn't slow. Every gift replayed itself, one by one, like evidence lining up. The watch. The scarf. The smell of new leather. None of it felt innocent anymore. I stayed awake until dawn. The dark pressed in around me, heavy and quiet. I didn't reach for her. I didn't close my eyes. I listened to the house breathe and wondered when my life had split in two. When the sun finally rose, I still hadn't slept. I sat in the darkness, holding that name like a secret I couldn't escape. I counted the seconds, letting fear settle. Tomorrow would demand answers, but tonight belonged to doubt. I sat alone, surrounded by silence, repeating the name until it lost meaning, until it only hurt. The darkness listened. My voice shook. Nothing answered back. Alone. In the dark. With his name. Daniel K. I waited until dinner to ask her, can we talk? Emily set her fork down. About what? I just want to clear something up, I said. The gifts. Her jaw tightened. Again. I'm not accusing, I said. I'm trying to understand. There's nothing to understand, she snapped. My job gives bonuses. End of story. Then why does it feel rehearsed? I asked before I could stop myself. She stared at me. Excuse me. You say the same thing every time, I said. Word for word. She pushed her chair back. You're unbelievable. I'm careful, I said. I'm calm. You're suspicious, she said. And it's insulting. I took a breath. Have you changed your phone password? She laughed, sharp. Is this an interrogation now? I noticed, I said. That's all. You notice everything lately, she said. Maybe too much. That night, while she showered, I opened our credit card app. I told myself couples check finances. I scrolled slowly. Jewelry store. Boutique. Hotel cafe. Those aren't employee rewards, I whispered. She came out, towel around her hair. Why are you on your phone? Just checking bills, I said. She leaned over, snatched it away. You don't trust me. I'm trying to, I said. She shook her head. You're looking for problems. Late nights followed. Meeting ran long. Client dinner. Don't wait up. Emails popped on her screen when she forgot to mute notifications. I saw one subject line. Thanks again, D. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. I called my sister the next day. Lisa, am I crazy? She paused. What's going on? I think Emily's lying, I said. I don't know how deep. Lisa sighed. Then slowed down. How? I asked. Watch, she said. Don't explode. Truth shows itself. I love her, I said. I know, she said. That's why you need to be careful. That evening, I tried again. Who is Daniel? Emily froze. Who? Daniel, I said. The name on the receipts. Her face went blank. You went through the trash. I went through my marriage, I said. She laughed, loud and angry. You're crossing lines. Then explain, I said. Please. He's a client, she said quickly. A generous one. Generous how? I asked. He reimburses expenses, she said. Stop twisting it. Why is his name everywhere? I asked. It isn't, she said. I pulled one receipt from my pocket. Then another. Then another. Her hands started to shake. You're being dramatic. I'm being awake, I said. She turned away. I can't do this tonight. You do it every night, I said. She slammed the bedroom door. I stood alone, heart pounding. Love told me to apologize. Truth told me to keep looking. I sat on the couch, staring at the wall. This isn't who we were, I said to no one. We promised honesty. The silence felt like an answer. I opened the desk drawer she always locked. It wasn't locked. Inside were receipts. Dozens. Same stores. Same handwriting. Same name. Daniel K. I whispered, How long? No response came, only the hum of the refrigerator. I thought about calling her parents. I thought about calling a lawyer. I thought about pretending none of this existed. I don't want this, I said aloud. I just want the truth. I stacked the receipts carefully, like they might explain themselves if I respected them enough. My phone buzzed. A message from Emily. We'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow keeps moving, I muttered. I slid the stack back into the drawer, then pulled it out again. My hand shook too much to stop. I pressed my palms to my eyes and tried to remember when doubt first moved in. Say something, I imagined her saying. I am, I answered the empty room. I'm finally listening. The house felt tight, like it was holding its breath. Every gift upstairs felt heavier now, like a weight I had agreed to carry without asking why. I told myself I could still fix this. I told myself love deserved patience. Then I looked at the receipts again. Daniel K. I said it slowly, tasting each letter. It didn't feel like a mistake. It felt like a pattern. I leaned back against the wall and exhaled. If this is the truth, I said quietly, I won't unsee it. That was the moment something inside me shifted. I wasn't angry yet. I wasn't broken. I was done pretending. I need you to sit down, I said. Emily crossed her arms. I'm already standing. I laid the receipts on the table. Then stand and look. Her eyes dropped. You went through my things. I went through the lies, I said. Explain this. She laughed once, hollow. You're acting insane. Say his name, I said. Say Daniel. She flinched. He's a client. A client who buys you perfume. I asked. Watches. He reimburses, she said. I told you. Try again, I said. She rubbed her temples. He's a friend. I shook my head. Friends don't hide. Her voice rose. You don't understand how lonely I was. So lonely you needed his credit card. I asked. She slammed her hand on the table. You were never here. I was working, I said. For us. You were present, not available, she said. There's a difference. So Daniel filled the gap. I asked. She looked away. It wasn't supposed to happen. That sentence split something open in me. How long? I asked. Months, she whispered. And the gifts? I asked. All of them. Yes, she said. I felt guilty. So you wrapped guilt around my neck and called it love, I said. She cried then. He made me feel seen. By buying you things. I asked. Is that all it takes? He's generous, she said weakly. He likes helping. Helping married women feel special. I asked. She didn't answer. I sank into a chair. Who am I to you? She hesitated. You're my husband. Were, I said. Her mouth opened. Closed. I laughed quietly. Our marriage was a receipt trail. That's not fair, she said. What's not fair, I said, is that I trusted silence. She reached for me. I pulled back. I need to talk to someone, I said. Who? She asked. A lawyer, I said. Her eyes widened. You'd do that. I already did, I said. I stepped outside and called Tom. I need advice. He didn't ask questions. Come by tomorrow. I went back inside. Emily stood by the door. You're serious, she said. I stopped pretending, I said. She wiped her face. I didn't plan to fall for him. You planned to lie, I said. Every day. He has money, she said suddenly. Power. And I had faith, I said. Guess which mattered more? She looked small then. I was scared of being invisible. So you erased me, I said. Silence filled the room. I need space, she said finally. I nodded. Take everything Daniel paid for. She winced. That's cruel. No, I said. It's honest. She packed quickly. At the door, she said, I never meant to hurt you. You just practiced it, I said. She left. I sat alone, staring at the empty table. My phone buzzed. A text from Tom. Tomorrow at 10. I whispered, okay. The house felt stripped bare. Not of furniture, but of lies. I picked up one last receipt and tore it in half. Then another. Then another. I don't know who I am without this, I said to the quiet. But I knew one thing clearly. I wasn't blind anymore. When the door closed behind her, it didn't slam. It clicked. And somehow, that hurt more. Emily didn't come back. Her closet stayed half empty. Her toothbrush disappeared. The house learned her absence faster than I did. Lisa called first. She moved in with him. I know, I said. You okay? She asked. I'm breathing, I said. That's something. Don't shut down, she warned. I'm not, I said. I'm surviving. I stopped texting Emily. I stopped checking if she'd read my messages. Silence felt safer than rejection. Mark avoided me at work. When I passed his desk, he looked down. You don't have to pretend, I said one day. He cleared his throat. I just didn't know what to say. Then say nothing, I said. You're good at that. He flinched. I'm sorry. So am I said. At night, the house echoed. I talked to myself. You're fine, I said. You're still here. No one argued. I cleaned. I cooked. I slept in short pieces. When my phone buzzed, my chest jumped. It was never her. Lisa came over with soup. Eat, she said. I'm not hungry. Eat anyway, she said. Heartbreak doesn't like weakness. I don't feel heartbroken, I said. She looked at me. That's worse. I scrolled social media when I couldn't sleep. I shouldn't have. Emily smiled in photos. Hotels. Beaches. Champagne glasses clinking. She looks happy, Lisa said quietly. She looks owned, I said. She frowned. What do you mean? Look at his hand, I said. Always on her. Lisa sighed. Control hides behind charm. I didn't comment. I didn't warn. I watched. One night, I overheard coworkers whispering. That's him, someone said. Poor guy, someone else replied. I kept walking. At home, I threw away things slowly. Old notes. Birthday cards. The scarf. This doesn't define me, I said aloud. Weeks passed. Emily texted once. I miss you. I typed, then erased. I put the phone down. Lisa called again. You're doing better. I'm quieter, I said. Not better. That counts, she said. I ran in the mornings. Sweat burned thoughts away. I ate standing up. I slept with lights on. Mark finally spoke. She seems different. I don't want updates, I said. She barely talks, he said. Daniel answers for her. That's her choice, I said. But I watched anyway. Photos stopped. Trips ended. Smiles tightened. One picture showed Emily alone. Her eyes looked tired. I zoomed in, then closed the app. Not my business, I whispered. One night, my phone rang. Her name flashed. I didn't answer. It rang again. I answered. Emily. She cried. I messed up. Where are you? I asked. It doesn't matter, she said. He's sleeping. Why are you calling me? I asked. I don't know, she sobbed. I feel trapped. I said nothing. He controls everything, she whispered. Money. Friends. Me. You chose him, I said. I know, she said. I thought you'd fight. I did, I said. Quietly. She cried harder. Can I come home? No, I said. She inhaled sharply. You're different. So are you, I said. She laughed through tears. I don't recognize myself. I don't recognize us either, I said. She was silent. I heard breathing, uneven. I should go, she said. Emily, I said. Yes, she whispered. I hope you find yourself, I said. She hung up. I sat in the dark, phone still warm in my hand. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Silence wrapped around me, heavy and honest. I lay back and stared at the ceiling. This is what strength sounds like, I told myself. No applause. No closure. Just quiet. And somehow, it held me together. I heard Daniel's name again at work. Rachel stood beside the coffee machine and said quietly, You were right. I looked at her. About what? Him, she said. Daniel. I didn't respond. He's being investigated, she said. Fraud. Offshore accounts. 3 women filed complaints. I nodded once. Figures. He did this before, she said. Moves fast. Buys gifts. Makes promises. And when the money stops? I asked. He disappears, she said. That night, Emily's social media went silent. No photos. No trips. No smiles. Lisa called. Have you heard? I've heard enough, I said. Daniel's accounts are frozen, she said. Lawsuits everywhere. I exhaled slowly. I didn't wish this. I know, she said. But it's happening. I felt something ugly and honest rise in my chest. Relief. Anger. Sadness. Am I allowed to feel satisfied? I asked. You're allowed to feel anything, Lisa said. 2 days later, my doorbell rang at midnight. I opened it and froze. Emily stood there, thinner, shaking, mascara streaked. Please, she said. I don't have anywhere else. I stepped aside but didn't invite her in. He lost everything, she said quickly. Accounts. Friends. Me. I nodded. Sit. She sat on the couch like a guest. I was stupid, she said. I thought he was security. And I was boring, I said. She flinched. You were safe. That used to matter, I said. She wiped her face. He controlled everything. I couldn't even buy groceries. You liked when he paid, I said. She looked down. I liked feeling chosen. You were chosen because you were convenient, I said. She started crying. I lost you. I stayed quiet. That's it? She asked. You're not yelling. No, I said. She looked confused. Why not? Because I already screamed, I said. You just weren't listening. She leaned forward. I know what I lost now. You knew, I said. You just didn't care. That's not fair, she said. It's accurate, I said. She reached for my hand. I moved it away. Please, she said. Just tonight. No, I said. She sobbed harder. I don't recognize myself. I do, I said. You're someone who chose comfort over character. She stared at me. You've changed. Yes, I said. Pain taught me fast. She whispered, I thought you'd save me. I tried, I said. You walked away. Silence filled the room. She finally looked small. He's facing prison, she said. I'm scared. I'm not your shelter, I said. She nodded slowly. I deserve that. You deserve honesty, I said. This is it. She stood, unsteady. Can I at least stay on the couch? No, I said gently. That broke her more than shouting ever could. She grabbed her bag. I'm sorry. I believe you, I said. Too late. At the door, she turned. You're stronger than I remembered. I always was, I said. You just didn't value it. She left without another word. I locked the door and leaned against it. My legs shook. I didn't feel victory. I felt release. I sat on the couch, staring at nothing. Karma doesn't knock, I whispered. It walks in when invited. I turned off the lights and went to bed alone. For the first time, the quiet felt earned. Emily called every day. I can change, she said. I already did, I answered. She showed up once, standing across the street like she didn't deserve my door. I stayed inside. Please, she texted. Just talk to me. I met Tom that afternoon. Forgiveness isn't reunion, he said. So what is it? I asked. It's letting go without letting back in, he said. Daniel's face filled the news that night. Mugshot. Charges. Headlines. Consultant arrested in fraud case. Emily messaged again. He ruined me. He revealed you. I typed, then deleted. Lisa called. People are talking. They always do, I said. She lost friends, Lisa said. Nobody trusts her. I know how that feels, I said. At the support group, I sat in the back. I didn't speak. I listened. Hannah sat beside me. First time, she asked softly. Is it obvious? I said. She smiled. You're quiet. I like quiet, I said. She nodded. Me too. We listened to stories. Cheating. Loss. Shame. I'm not angry anymore, someone said. I swallowed. After, Hannah said, you don't owe anyone rage. I feel empty, I said. That's space, she said. Not emptiness. Emily called again. I answered. I lost everything, she cried. You didn't lose yourself, I said. You traded it. That's cruel, she said. It's honest, I said. I see him for who he is now, she said. I saw you for who you were, I said. Silence stretched. Can we try again? She asked. No, I said. She whispered. Do you hate me? I forgave you, I said. That doesn't sound like forgiveness, she said. It is, I said. It just isn't reconciliation. Daniel's friends vanished. Emily's phone stayed quiet. I'm alone, she said one night. So am I said. Difference is, I chose it. She hung up without goodbye. Hannah texted the next morning. Coffee. I hesitated, then replied, okay. We sat across from each other. You don't talk much, she said. I spent years talking to someone who wasn't listening, I said. She nodded. Listening matters. I watched her stir her coffee. No drama. No demands. You're steady, I said. I had to learn, she said. Emily emailed later. Long apologetic. Regret-filled. I didn't reply. Tom called. Ready to file? Yes, I said. You sure? He asked. Yes, I said again. At night, I thought about revenge. About watching Emily fall harder. Then I remembered her crying on my couch. I don't need to punish her, I whispered. Life already is. Hannah walked with me one evening. You okay? She asked. I'm choosing growth, I said. That costs something, she said. I know, I said. Emily sent one last message. I understand now. I didn't answer. I signed the papers the next day. My hand didn't shake. I'm proud of you, Tom said. So am I said. That night, I slept without lights on. I didn't dream of receipts or names. I dreamed of quiet mornings and honest conversations. Forgiveness didn't save my marriage. It saved me. And that was enough. I signed first, I said quietly, sliding the papers across the table. Emily stared at them. I thought you'd stop this. I already stopped us, I said. Her hand shook as she picked up the pen. I thought you'd always be here. I was, I said. You just didn't see me. She pressed the pen down, then froze. Daniel promised security. He promised money, I said. There's a difference. She swallowed and signed. Her shoulders dropped like something inside her finally collapsed. That's it? She asked. That's everything, I said. Outside the office, she followed me. I ruined my life. You changed it, I said. Ruin takes intention. She looked lost. He disappeared. I know, I said. No calls, she said. No texts. Nothing. That's how people like him leave, I said. She nodded slowly. I finally understand. I didn't answer. Mark waited near my car. Can I talk to you? You're already talking, I said. He rubbed his hands together. I should have warned you. I figured, I said. I knew his reputation, he said. I just didn't want to be wrong. You didn't want to be involved, I said. He winced. You're right. I don't hate you, I said. That almost feels worse, he said. It means I'm done carrying it, I said. He nodded. You're calmer. I worked at it, I said. At home, the silence felt clean instead of heavy. Hannah helped me move boxes. You okay? I feel finished, I said. She smiled. Finished can be peaceful. We cooked without rushing. I don't push people, she said. I notice, I said. She nodded. I wait until someone's ready. Emily called that night. I answered. I see it now, she said. I thought love waited forever. Love waits, I said. Respect doesn't. She cried softly. I broke us. Yes, I said. I'm sorry, she said. I believe you, I said. She whispered. Goodbye. Goodbye, I said. I blocked her number after the call ended. Morning came quietly. Coffee tasted better. The air felt lighter. Hannah walked with me later. You're different. I stopped lying to myself, I said. That changes everything, she said. At the courthouse steps, Emily stood across the street, watching. I didn't stop. I didn't turn. I walked forward, carrying my life back with me.